Let's take a look at GeoPack Survey's Copy Chain Parallel tool. First, let's take a look at the chain I wish to copy using Geometry, Chains, Edit. I'll select my chain, click once to highlight the chain, and a second time to have that chain loaded into my dialog box. You can see from my settings that I have my direction arrows turned on and they are displayed in red. And that's indicated here on screen, and it shows my chain direction, which is going to become important when I copy this chain parallel using either a negative number for a left-hand offset or a positive number for a right-hand offset. I'll close my settings dialog, and we can see that my chain name is wall C1, the feature is wall, the points contained in the chain are wall C1 through wall C6, and those points range in elevation from a low of 149 at wall C6 to a high of 152.3 for wall C1. And we can see that this concrete wall is 8 foot high and 1.4 foot wide. What we will do for the copy command is simply copy this existing chain, wall C1, 1.4 feet over to the right of the existing chain, and we'll create a chain called wall C2, and we'll keep the point elevations the same. I'll close my chain edit dialog, and then I'll go to Geometry, Chains, Copy Chain Parallel. This will allow me to specify a new chain name, which I've already filled out as wall C2, a new chain feature, which I've kept as wall to match the existing chain, a starting point name of wall C7 to continue the numbering convention after wall C6. I have an offset distance of 1.4 feet. I also have the option to specify an offset by a data point. And further down in the dialog box, I have the option for a key-in vertical offset, an existing point vertical offset, or the ability to digitize a vertical offset. I will leave this as key-in, and I will make sure that my delta elevation is kept at 0 because I do not wish to change the existing elevations of wall C1 when copying and creating this new chain, wall C2. I'll click Select Chain, and I'll click my wall C1 chain once to highlight, and a second time to accept. And this will create a new chain called wall C2 to the right of my existing chain, wall C1. Let me close my Copy Chain Parallel dialog, and then I will go ahead and open the Geometry Chain Editor for wall C2 by going to Geometry, Chains, Edit, selecting my newly created wall C2 chain, and we'll see the chain name, the feature of wall. My description will be generated by GeoPack Copy Chain Parallel, and I have points wall C7 through wall C12, and you can see that the elevations match the previous chain or original chain of wall C1.